there's sort of this slightly salacious interest in polygamy. And you know, I've done interviews on the radio and in various things where that's the only thing we're talking about you know, how about the sex, or how does the husband decide which wife and all of that. And there's such a shallowness to that, where what we're not giving these people the benefit of the doubt as we would anybody else. We look at them, they're wearing funny clothes, they're doing something that we find sort of morally questionable, and so therefore they're open game to these sort of salacious inquiries. These people are real people, you know, they have the same hearts that we have, and that's what I think good literature does. It tries to investigate that. It was one of the first things that a polygamous wife ever said to me. She said, "I'm a feminist." She's like that. And I said, "Really? What?" And the way she explained it very succinctly. She said, "Look, I have my own house. My husband shows up once or twice a week. We have sex. He fixes the toilet. He leaves." And I was like, "Oh, that sounds good to me too." I don't know, you know. And I'm sure it's not as easy as that, but that's the way she put it, and that she saw it that way was kind of cool, you know. She clearly did not take any guff from him, and as I sort of spent time with her, I realized she was really in charge.
And you're descended from a polygamist, right?
Yeah, my great-great-grandfather was a polygamist, and his second wife was my great-great-grandmother. So that's, you know, it's what I've said 100 times now, but I wouldn't be here if it weren't for polygamy. And so, you know, it seems now, well, I'll write a book about it. Why not, you know?
Did you, I mean, you knew that as a child, right?
I did.
And did people around you know? I mean, did you feel, were there any repercussions to you socially among your friends? Or?
No, because I grew up in a Mormon town. Everybody was in the same boat. Uh-huh. So it wasn't anything strange to us. And yet, when we would ask about it, you know, "Hey, Grandma, what was up with that?" You know, people didn't really want to talk about it. It was, even then, even though we weren't practicing it, we weren't doing anything wrong, there was a definite feeling of secrecy about the whole thing. And that, of course, for a kid is intriguing. And so I've long been intrigued by it. And I've read the accounts, you know, there are books about it. My great-great-grandfather and great-great-grandmother wrote books about their experiences, and I've read them. But to me, it's not nearly as interesting as living it today. You know, today is that somebody's doing that in this day and age is just fascinating to me.